Hello everybody and welcome to the Motor Yard here in the Widows franchise on Super Mega Baseball 3. I'm Dave Marino and today we have the Widows playing against the Justice. Widows and Justice are both 10-9, tied for second in the Valiant. The Widows with the win today can tie for first place with the Monarchs. Matter of fact, they won their last game against Monarchs 5-3. And the Justice won. They lost their last against the Dragons, but it's time for baseball here as Yao Ling sets to get things started. They're going to be facing Kyle Ward today for the Justice. Second pitch of the at-bat is inside, ball 2. That's going to be outside, so 3 straight to Ling to start, and a 4-pitch walk from Ward to start the game. Game 20-24 getting started with the walk as Jennifer Marks moves back up to number 2 in the lineup. Chloe Gonzalez is down to 7 tonight. A ground ball is going to be over to first to 1, and the throw back is not in time as it's dropped. Adams couldn't glove it and scoop it, so fielder's choice. Lilith Nightingale's turn. She's been locked in here at the plate lately, playing extremely well with the bat in her hands. Widows today are unveiling some new uniforms. The red jersey with the black pants looks really nice. Grounded to second. Bennett, second for 1. Back to first. Double play. Inning over. They get it this time. Widows start scoreless. The Justice turn up. We'll see Presley, Sam Adams, and Angela Willis. Jamison Presley getting things started for the Justice, and he is playing phenomenal this year. 11 extra base hits have him tied for second in the AWL in that category. First pitch fastball fouled off. Dawnesha Moss, you see her on the mound getting the start in this one. Sally's slow pitch did not look good in bullpen sessions throughout the week, as that fastball is in there for strike 2. So Moss has been given the start today. Fastball is popped up. De La Cruz ranging out into right to make the catch for out number 1. Sam Adams, 11 RBIs on the year. He's second on the team, tied in that category. First pitch curveball, that's going to find the low part of the zone for strike 1. Good pitch there from Moss. We've seen her pitch really well lately, and she's getting the start today as she gets second out of the inning, covering first on the ground out to first. Angela Willis' turn, batting 125 on the season. First pitch curveball, check swing, but strike 1, catching the inside corner there. Second pitch fastball, grounded over to first, but foul, so it's a 0-2 count. Moss can do what she wants here. Fastball, that's going to be cranked up at 101, but missing outside. So, 1-2 the count. Cut fastball misses inside. Back to a even 2-2 count here. 2-2 curveball. That's strike 3. Moss gets Willis looking, and that is how the first inning ends. No runs for either team, and they're half of the first. Widows' turn now. Crush Gonzalez, Rose Davenport, and Carla Pontarelli are due up. Crush Gonzalez leading things off for the Widows as they look to start inning number 2, maybe get some runs across here. Widows have had a few different uniform combinations so far this year, and this, I think, is my favorite that I've seen so far. This looks really nice, and that's hit over to short. Got us up at Willis, over to first, not in time as Crush beats the infield single out. Now Rose Davenport's turn, locked in and juiced, 20 RBIs, that leads the AWL in the category. Third in the AWL in that category, leads the team. Ball 2. Ward, the 2-0. Grounded over to second and through. Single for Davenport, 2-on for Carla Pontarelli, who is always a tough out here at the plate. The Widows are on a 3-game win streak, and today they're looking to continue it. What a good time to have it too here towards the end of the season. You're playing really well. You want to keep the momentum in your favor as Ward finds a strike there. 2-1. Back to second, and Gonzalez is safe. But yeah, the last time these two teams met, they split games 9 and 10 with the Justice. The Widows won game 2, 6-4. Justice won game 1, 7-3. Grounded to first, to second for 1, back to first, and in time for another double play. Gonzalez moves over to third though, so Chloe Nightingale has a chance to drive her in and get the first run of the day across for either team. First pitch curveball that misses. I think the key to this game is to be getting to the Justice bullpen. They don't have the best bullpen in the league, and if they can get to them possibly early, they might be in good shape for the Widows here. That is hit softly to short and out number 3. Scoreless through 2. Widows leave 1 on third. We'll see Atkins, Kelly, and Bennett. The game we're featuring today for our studio update is between the Swordfish and Battlehawks in an inter-conference game. The Battlehawks are in 4th place at 9-9 in the Valiant, while the Swordfish are also in 4th place at 10-8 in the Monument. Let's start this one in the top of the second. 1 on, 1 out, and Dawnesha Newton is up. He starts the scoring for the Swordfish as he drills this pitch deep into center, and it gets over the wall into the second deck for a 2-run homer. It goes 421 feet, Newton's second of the year and 9th RBI. The Swordfish lead early in this one, 2-0. Todd Atkins due up to start things off for the Justice. He homered in their last meeting that they played in, so Atkins has a dangerous bat. He's got 1 home run on the year, though. He has his first home run of the year. It was against the Widows team, matter of fact. That first pitch was a curveball from Moss that missed. That fastball is fouled off. 1-1 the count, evening things up here. Inside fastball, checked swing, though. So the 2-1 count. Cut fastball, check swing, another one. Strike 2, though. And now the 2-2 curveball is chopped over to first. Davenport gloves it and hits on the bag for out number 1. Now Kevin Kelly playing left field today for the Justice. I think this is our first time seeing him this year. Fastball, strike 1. Moss's fastballs looked really good lately. And today it's looking like more of the same here from her. That is smashed over to short. Lillis diving stop. Throw over in time for out number 2. Now Daniel Bennett. His turn now. Looking to avoid another 3 up and 3 down situation here are the Justice. First pitch, fastball. Popped up. De La Cruz at second. Going back, and she's not able to make the catch. Probably could have laid out for it. Don't know why she didn't there, but sometimes it happens. And now, Stacey Thompson, the catcher, is up as the inning continues. We hear that speed over there that Bennett has at first, and they'll check it. Fans are not happy about that one. Fastball first pitch is in there for strike 1. Second pitch, cut fastball, swung through, strike 2. Now Moss ahead here. 0-2. You can do what you like. Going, and strike 3. Another one for Moss as Thompson swings through the fastball. Another 0 on the board. Getting in number 3. De La Cruz, Moss, and Ling due up for the Widows. Fatima De La Cruz back in the starting lineup. We haven't seen her since Tatiana May has been signed to the team, but they put her back in the lineup today. She's batting last in the lineup. Besides the pitcher, of course. That is going to find the strike zone. 2-1 count to De La Cruz. Inside. 3-2 on its way. Down the middle and hit for a single into center. Good job from De La Cruz waiting on the pitch that she wanted. She got it right on the heart of the plate. Now Dawnesha Moss is due up. We might see her swing the bat a little more since she's feeling so locked in here at the plate recently. She is going to show bunt, and she does get the bunt down, and that's a good one as she sacrifices and gets De La Cruz to second. For the top of the lineup, and Yao Ling walked her first at bat. Ling has 3 home runs and 7 RBIs on the year. We've seen her power in a couple of games. She can drive the ball when she gets a good one, and she's falling behind here in the count. The Ward 0-2. The 0-2 hit out, lifted into center, and that is going to be a catch for Presley. No tag from De La Cruz, so 2 outs. Runner on second. Jennifer Marks. Now, her turn. 0-for-1 on the day. First pitch from Ward on his way, missing outside. 1-0. The 1-0. That's in there. Strike 1. Good pitch from Ward, high part of the zone. Fast. Next pitch is a curveball. 2-1. That is hit out into center field and going a long way. Gone! A 2-run home run from Jennifer Marks. That's going to put the Widows on the board first. A 420-foot home runner, second of the year, 9th RBI. Widows lead now by 2. And Lilith Nightingale digs in, looking to follow the home run from Marks. That is lapped out into right liner and caught by Smith out there. The inning comes to a close, but not before the Widows get 2 on the home run, thanks to Jennifer Marks. 2-0 Widows lead. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 for the Justice. Now Jane Smith, she made the last out of the inning in the field. Now her chance to start the inning for the Justice with the bang. And she's going to hit a ball right to Chloe at third for out number 1. Kyle Ward now steps in. Some of these pitchers can swing the bat a little bit. We'll have to see him hit here. First pitch curveball missing outside for strike or ball 1. Fastball inside to inside. So it's now 2-0. Moss falling behind her counterpart here on the mound. Great play from Moss and tossing the first for out number 2. Top of the order and Jamison Presley now second time through. The Widows got runs on their second time through the lineup. We saw Jennifer Marks with the home run last inning. Can the Justice now get the same thing? Not this time. Liner De La Cruz ends the inning. Just go down quietly. Another 1-2-3 inning for them. Widows 462 up to begin inning number 4. Checking back in on this Swordfish Battlehawks game in a big spot. Top of the 4th, here is Gus McCoy with the bases loaded, 1 out, and facing Gerald Arroyo. McCoy gets a strikeout as Arroyo looks at the inside fastball for the 2nd out. Now he's facing pitcher Misty Rainey. She also goes down on strikes. 3 straight strikes from Gus get the Battlehawks out of the bases loaded jam, and they still trail by 2. Crush Gonzalez getting things going for the Widows, starting inning number 4. First pitch is a curveball that's going to find the strike zone 1-0. That's high and inside. 1-1 the count to Gonzalez. That is popped up into left. And a easy out for Kelly out there. Rose Davenport's turn. Single on the day for her. Average up to 425. She came in starting at 417 with the average. That's going to be hit through in the center for a single. First pitch swinging pays off. Now Pontarelli's turn. 0-for-1 on the day for her. First pitch to Pontarelli. Right down the middle. Hit to second though. To 1 and out number 3 on the double play. Widows go down quietly. 1-2-3. Sam Adams digs in. Big first baseman for the Justice. 222 average on the year so far for him. First pitch from Moss. Cut fastball lined out into center lane there for out number 1. Now Angela Willis's turn. Last game for the Widows, they got a win against the Monarchs 5-3. And what's funny about that one is they played the Monarchs earlier in the year and they split the series. One of those was a 5-3 victory, was a 5-3 final as well. This one, the last one against the Monarchs, was also a 5-3 win. So 1-1 kind of as a curveball finds the zone. Fastball. Thought about it. At 100 though, that's all you really can do is check your swing. 1-2 the count. Power pitch, 1-2 down the line, but foul, just barely there. We'll do at the 1-2 again. Another 1-2, cut fastball in on the hands, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Todd Atkins steps in, 0 for 1, average at 310, started at 314. First pitch, cut fastball, strike 1. Second pitch from Moss, another fastball, 99 on the gun, strike 2. And now Moss can kind of do whatever she feels here on the 0-2, and it's fouled off third base side. We'll do it again. 0-2. That is chopped back to Moss. It's going to go throw over to first for out number 3. Moss is looking really good for the Widows so far through 4. Widows offense got 2, looking to get more. 7, 8, 9 do it for them. Chloe Nightingale steps in, 0 for 1 on the day. Looking to start the inning for the Widows on a good note. She will as she singles into center. De La Cruz steps in now. She's a single on the day. Average up to 135 now. She's not done well with the bat in her hands this year, unfortunately, as that first pitch is going to be a strike. That's a good one, too. She laid off it. The second one's another good one. Down the heart of the plate behind here. And that is hit out into right center field. Going a long way. That's another one. A home run. De La Cruz got the high pitch she liked and took it a long way. 423. Second of the year for her. 6th RBI of the season. Widows extend the lead to 4. Now Dawnesha Moss steps in. She sacrificed bunted last time up. Won't see a bunt here. She's going to swing the bat. And that's blasted out into center. Lifted, I should say. Out number 1 as Presley makes the catch. Now Ling due up. Third time through the lineup. Now Widows are getting the award, doing what they're supposed to do. That's a check swing, strike 1 for Ling. That is hit out into right the other way, and that's down as Smith tries to slide, but can't bring the ball in. Now Marks homered in her last at-bat that got the Widows on the board. A chance here maybe for another one. Ling is going to go on the first pitch, down for second, and not in time. Ling beats the throw. That's her 6th stolen base of the year. She is caught stealing, though, 5 times. So gotta be aware of that. Marks, that is hit over to short. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Good call there by Ling not to go. Ball's hit to her side of the field there. Now Lilith Nightingale's turn. 2 outs on the inning. Widows already with runs on the board in the 5th. Leading by 4. Lilith smashes the ball through into center for a single. Ling is going to hold at third. Runners in the corners for Crush Gonzalez, who has a single in 2 at-bats. No walks for her so far, surprisingly, today. She has 23 of those. That leads the team. Teams have been reluctant to pitch to her over the past few games. She had 4 walks in one of the games here recently. And you know what? I can't say I blame teams for not wanting to pitch to her, because she's been locked in and juiced as well, playing really, really well. And I spoke it up, because there's a walk, number 24 of the year for Crush. Bases loaded for Rose Davenport. And I've said it all year, and I'll say it again. You have to pick your poison with this team. The 3 through 6 for this Widows team is really good. They've been playing really well lately. And so far, they've produced in some ways today and through the course of these last couple of games. 2-1 the count to Davenport. Make it 3-1 as that fastball misses high and inside. Lined out into right and to Smith for out number 3. Widows leave 3 on. They get 2 on the home run though from De La Cruz. They lead by 4, bottom 5 coming up. Now Kevin Kelly getting things started for the Justice. They've been held scoreless by the great pitching of Dawnesha Moss so far in this one. Getting the start for Sally Slow pitch, who, as I said in the opening of the game, was not looking good in bullpen sessions and not looking the most confident. She's clearly still feeling the effects of her last start where she got shelled by the Nightmare as Kelly singles into center for the first hit, second hit of the day for them. Daniel Bennett now at second. He's been doing really well in the field today and as a single so far as well. So now Widows have got to find a way to get this offense and keep it the way it's been for the majority of the game so far, which has been doing nothing. But now Moss needs to find a strike here as it's a 2-0 count. And that is hit out into right field. Marks going back, and she makes the catch for out number 1. Stacey Thompson struck out her first time up. Now with the chance to move the runner over with 1 out on the inning. Still time to do something here. Cut fastball is inside. So it's a 1-0 count to Thompson. Strike 1 on the fastball. She blew the fastball by her there. Moss is looking really good today. Chasing the high fastball now at 100. My oh my. Stacey Thompson not looking good in this at bat. And hits a grounder to second. De La Cruz flips and back to first. Not going to get the double play. Probably could have just tagged the runner there. You were so close. But Jane Smith with the fielder's choice, keeping the inning going. Second time up for her in this one. Curveball is going to be hit over, and that's a tough, slow roller. In time, though, to get her at first. Inning over. We're moving along here. It's the top of the 6th. Widows lead 4-0. We'll see Pontarelli, Nightingale, and De La Cruz. Out to Lafayette corner we go, this time looking in at the top of the 6th between the Swordfish and Battlehawks. Tyreek Talon has taken over for Gus McCoy, and the Swordfish now lead by 4. Misty Rainey is up, and she struck out in her first at-bat. This time she makes up for it by blasting a ball into left center for a solo shot. The pitcher homers for the first time this year, collecting her first RBI as the Swordfish open it up now 5-0. Donovan Blackwell follows Rainey's home run with one of his own. This one looks like a pop-up that just keeps going. It's his 3rd of the year since signing with the team a few weeks ago, and the Swordfish have a commanding 6-0 lead. Carla Pontarelli getting things started for the Widows. 0 for 2 on the day for her. Looking to break her 0 for streak. First pitch fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball right down the middle of the plate, and Pontarelli pounds it into left center field. And Presley's going to make the catch there at the warning track for out number 1. A loud out number 1. Chloe Nightingale steps in with the single on the docket for her. Fastball inside misses. 1-0 from Ward on its way. That finds the zone. Even count at 1. 2-1 the count to Nightingale. Make it 3-1 here. And ball 4 as Ward walks Nightingale. She's going on to first. For De La Cruz, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. 2 RBIs for her. She's making a comeback. I spoke to her about her getting the start today, and she said that she's been disappointed in her play so far through the course of the year. She felt like when she saw May come in and get her first hit in her career, that energized her to want to get back onto the field and help this team win. And that's a line drive out. Not going to get the double play, though. Now batting, the pitcher, Dawnesha Moss. 0 for 1 on the day. She had to swing the bat here with 2 outs on the inning, you'd imagine. And going to check her swing. That's a high pitch, ball 1. That's going to be a strike, so back to 1s here. Now 2-1, the count to Moss on its way. Grounded to second, and Bennett not able to make the diving play as it gets away from him. Moss is safe. Top of the lineup, Yao Ling. 1 for 2 single and a walk for her. Average up to 259. It started at 253. So as long as it's going up, she'll be happy with her numbers. And that's going to miss. 2-0 the count. Now 3-0 as Ling is way ahead here. And there's a strike. 92 on the gun there from Ward. 3-1. Hit out into right field and room out there. But no catch though. Foul ball. 3-2 full count. Payoff pitch to Ling. Ball 4. She walks. Second time today. Jennifer Marks now with a home run on the day for her and 2 RBIs. Has a chance to get another one here with the bases loaded. Another RBI at the least. That's a fastball in there for strike 1 inside part of the plate. That is grounded to short. Willis throw to first in time to get Marks. Inning over. Widows get another 0. Widows still lead though 4-0. We'll see the pitcher spot and then the top of the lineup for the Justice. Bottom 6 for them. And Kyle Ward is not going to swing the bat. His day is done. We'll see Chris Anderson come off the bench and pinch hit for him. However, Dawnesha Moss still on the mound for the Widows. And first pitch swing in there. Throw to first is in time to get Anderson for out number 1. Jamison Presley. When you can keep this guy in check on the Justice team, their best hitter, you're doing something right. And shout out to Moss and the battery of her and Pontarelli tonight. They've been doing their part on this overcast day to bring some brightness here for the Widows fans. Even though they are away, Widows fans gotta be pleased with the performance of the team so far in this one. Fastball grounded to first, fair ball down the line. Davenport to first for out number 2 on the back. Now Sam Adams steps in. 0 for 2 on the day. Average down to 219. First pitch, fastball held back on the swing there. So it's a 0-1 count to Adams. He's going to send this out into right field. Marks going back, and there for out number 3. Widows held the Justice scoreless again. 4-0, they still lead. Nightingale, Gonzalez, and Davenport do up. This Swordfish Battlehawks game finally sees some runs for the home team in the bottom of the 7th. Robin Reed is up, facing Rainey, who has kept the Battlehawks offense at bay, but the team captain refuses to be shut out as she smashes this pitch into center, and it's gone! Her 3rd of the year cuts the lead to 5. It's 6-1, Swordfish still lead. Lilith Nightingale steps in to lead things off, facing new pitcher for the Justice, Dave Marino. They signed him a few weeks ago, and he's made a couple appearances. Another one here for him against the Widows, and he's just looking to keep the game from getting more out of hand as they're already down by 4. The 2-2, missing outside now, working it full, 3-2. As hit it softly to Bennett at second, throw to first, out number 1. Crush Gonzalez, 1 for 2, walk for her, and a single on the day. Average at 385. First pitch, curveball missing high, 1-0. That's a fastball missing high, so 2-0 from Marino. Another one, 3-0. They all miss high. And 4-pitch walk to Gonzalez. It's now 25 walks for her on the year. Rose Davenport steps in. 2 singles for her on the day. Gonzalez now going to hold there at first. She has some speed. We know she can steal bases. She's going to go here. Throw down. Not in time. Davenport is behind in the count though. 0-2. 1-2 now from Marino is on its way, but not before a pickoff throw to second. Gonzalez is safe. 1-2. Safe at second. Another check throw to Gonzalez. I don't think she's going to go here. Another throw over. It must be considered. They must know something I don't up here. There's a 3-2, and it's going to hit Davenport in the leg. Uh-oh. She's going to go down the first. Don't rub it. Now batting, the catcher. Carla Pontarelli steps in, hitless so far, 0 for 3. And with that hit by pitch, Marino's going to exit the game. We'll see Trevor Dawson come in and take over on the mound. They have turned a lot of plays today, this defense. So for that they're doing their part. Pontarelli joins the hit squad as she singles into center. Bases loaded once again, this time for Chloe Nightingale. A single and a walk today. Average down to 186. She struggled so far this year. A hard hit ball to first. Knocked down. She's going to get an RBI though. Lead is now 5. De La Cruz steps in. Home run and a single for her. And that's going to get by. Runners are going to try and come home to score. One scores and one to third. 6-0 now. Things are not looking good here for the Justice, and the runs are going to continue. Widows get a 7th one across as De La Cruz singles into left. Dawnesha Moss now. She's going to swing the bat here. So I think Manager Soriano is content with just keeping Moss in as long as she can, giving the bullpen some rest. We might see her come back and swing and bat again, and that's a fair ball down the left field side, rolling all the way to the wall. Kelly throwback in is going to be in time. Runner is going to be on second and third with 2 outs. This long inning continues. Yao Ling, top of the lineup, helping back in. 7-0 Widows, looking really good in this one against the Justice team, who gave them problems earlier in the year, but they split the season series earlier in the year, and today Widows are riding a hot offense to victory, it seems, but there's still plenty of time left, as that out number 3 is made by Smith in the right. Widows get 3 in the 7th. Time to stretch here, folks. 7th inning stretch time. Motor Yard. Widows lead 7-0. Angela Willis steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Her and this Justice offense have really been held in check all day, and a lot of that credit, gotta give it to Dawnesha Moss here on the mound, not letting this Justice team get anything really good. The best ball they've hit all day has been hit out into right field, and that was a hit all the way to the warning track that will end up being an out. So even the outs that are hit well, but they're just finding gloves, and you know what? That's baseball. That happens sometimes. The ball just seems to find the gloves, and it's been doing that a lot today for the Justice. Inside fastball at 98, still throwing gas out there on the mound, as we call it. 1-1 the count to Atkins. Curveball misses inside, so we'll go 2-1 now. 2-1. Cut fastball. Swinging through it is Atkins, so strike 2. Now the 2-2. Fastball. Strike 3 on the corner as Moss gets another one. I believe that's number 3 on the day for her. I'm just caught up in this pitch performance, so I can't keep track of my stats up here. But you know what? Pitching a gem of a game here is Dawnesha Moss. She hasn't pitched in a few days, and I think this is all part of the plan. In the last few games, they have not pitched her because they had a feeling that slow pitch was not going to be ready for this game, and she wasn't. Moss, however, was ready for this today. That curveball finds the zone, so it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2, curveball chopped foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. 1-2, that is popped up, out of play. One more time, the 1-2. That is hit to second. De La Cruz for out number 3 makes the catch. Top of the 8. Widows are looking great. They're up by 7. We'll see 2, 3, and 4 for them to up. This Swordfish offense continues to impress as we look into this game again, this time in the top of the 8th. Ibis Catan is on the mound now, facing Donovan Blackwell, who already has a home run on the game. He's going to get another one here as he blasts the 2-0 into left center and onto the street area outside Lafayette corner. It's a 2-run home run, and that makes it 8-1 in the top of the 8th. Now Jennifer Marks digging in. 1 for 4 with a home run. She got the scoring started for the Widows, and since then, they have not looked back. They're up by 7. Look out, that's inside. Never want to see those coming at your face like that. Gotta look out for those balls high in the face. Marks is gonna fly out to left to begin the inning. Lilith Nightingale steps in. 1 for 4, single for her on the day. First pitch is in there for strike 1, 87 miles per hour. Second pitch in the dirt, 1-1. To Lilith, grounded foul, 1-2 the count. Low in the dirt, evening the count at 2. And Charlie chased that one there. Roller over to third, and in time to get Nightingale barely by a step or so. 2 outs for Crush Gonzalez. A single and 2 walks. Her on-base percentage came into the game at .547, which is first in the AWL. You know what? With all the walks she's had, especially the 2 today, that's going to continue to make her OBP spike. She falls behind here, though. 1-2, make it 2-2. Easy lay off that one. Easy lay off that one as well. 3-2, full count to Crush. Another walk. That's 3 walks on the day for Gonzalez. Rose Davenport got hit by a pitch in her last at bat. Right on the knee there, so hopefully no issues arise because of that. Hopefully it's just a minor swelling, and we can go from there. Because this 3, 4, 5, and really 6 has been deadly. If not today, then over the past few games and past year, of course. Widows started rough earlier in the course of the year, but they figured it out here laughing at the latter half of the season. And now Rose cranks one into right. No doubt about it. See you later. Another 2-run blast for the Widows. This one goes 404 feet. Makes it now 9-0. Rose's 4th of the year. 22nd RBI of the season.
Now batting, the catcher.
That 4th home run ties her with Lilith Nightingale for the team lead in home runs. As now Vince Hamilton, the closer, is going to come in and pitch. Carla Pontarelli steps in. And Carla welcoming Vince to the game with the shot into center. Another home run. Back-to-back jacks for the Widows. Game's opening up here. It's now 10-0. Carla's 3rd of the year, 9th RBI.
Now batting, the third
Chloe's turn now.
number 28.
Another long inning here for the Justice as they now are down by 10. We're probably going to have to see at some point maybe some backups come in for the Widows on defense, and they'll get some other girls some playing time. Winner's injury here as the final out is made. Bottom of the 8th, Justice are down by 10. We'll see 6, 7, and 8 due up for them. Daniel Bennett steps in to lead things off for the Justice here. The Widows just made a host of defensive changes. They've cleared their bench. Every single bench player on the team has now come in, and they're taking over. So Tatiana May is playing short. Kanye Jin is behind the plate. Nadia Owens in left for Crush Gonzalez. And Sally Toma is in right for Jennifer Marks. I believe that's all the changes that were made. I may have missed a couple, but we'll see. The 0-2 is popped up. Jin diving unnecessarily there for the foul ball. Now it's still 0-2. Cut fastball, leaving it alone there. Moss is only at 72 pitches here in the bottom of the 8th. Curveball is hit out to short. May dives for it. Knocks it down, but that's about it. Bennett reaches with a single. Now Stacy Thompson, 0 for 2 on the day. Justice looking for some momentum here. And we'll see Paul Johnson coming off the bench and take over for Stacy Thompson behind the plate and a pinch hit role as well. Johnson's .388 average leads the team. And at 40 years old, he's proven that he can still play here and swing the bat at a high level. So, you know what? Kudos to him. Curveball is going to miss inside here. So it's a 1-1 count. Now checking on Bennett at first. He's safe. 10-0. I don't know what you do here. Do you steal here? They don't steal as Johnson singles into center. So 2 on and nobody out for Jane Smith.
Fielder, number 15.
This spot here for Moss, she's pitching really well, getting tired, and you know what? I think there was some concern coming into this game because it seemed like her velocity had taken a bit of a hit. She recently got some advice over the past few days for pitching longevity, and one of those things was to avoid throwing so many power pitches. So her velocity has taken a hit as a result. But it seems like it has affected her today, and that's a roller to third. They'll get the 1 out at first. Runners in scoring position with Vince Hamilton stepping in. I'm not going to bat, though. He's not going to bat. Brittany Olsen instead will come in and pinch hit for him. Olsen is 6 RBIs on the year, and what a good time to get 1 here. Justice are struggling in this one, but they still have time to pick it up and get back into the swing of things here. No pun intended, as Moss falls behind here. Now up to 81 pitches. Now, I think if you're sort of edged around, you might want to consider making a switch here as she falls behind 3-0 to Olsen. Gotta get 1 over here. She does, and it's hit out into center, and 1 run is going to come across. They're not going to be shut out today. Throw home from Ling is in time for out number 2, so they'll get 1 as Olsen reaches second. They will go to the bullpen here. The Widows do. Jackie Brooks is going to come in and take over for Dawnesha Moss on the mound. Let me just say, Dawnesha Moss, once again, she pitched phenomenal. The past few days, we've seen some really great pitching from this Widows team, and now Brooks comes in and takes over. She'll probably only have to pitch for at least 2 innings. Well, 1 out of this one at least, and then the final number 9 here, as that fastball at 100 is going to miss. So it's a 1-2 count now to Presley. Curveball is popped into right. Toma coming on for out number 3. As top of the 9th is finally here. Widows lead 10-1. You can still get more though. De La Cruz, Brooks, and Ling do up. We have a final in the Swordfish Battlehawks game. Let's see how it all ended. Irving Valdez is on the mound now for the Swordfish, and Robin Reed welcomes him, sending this ball a long way, 423 feet, for her 2nd home run of the day. She's got 4 home runs now on the year, and it's 8-2, still a lot of work to do. Adeline Swan is the first out as she flies out to Arroyo in right. Kai Zitkala follows her as closer Lynn Maris enters for the Swordfish. Zitkala hits a ball just over the head of the third baseman, and she singles into left as the ball just gets fair and to the wall. Chanel Pang grounds out to long stroke at third for the 2nd out, so it's all up to Jay Munoz, who's pinch hitting for Ibis Catan. Munoz pops the ball into shallow left, and it gets down out there as Longstroke can't make the diving play. The inning continues for the top of the order and Reno Fulton. Fulton gets caught chasing the high fastball and strikes out to end this one. Swordfish get the dominant win 8-2 and move to 11-8 and into a 3-way tie for 2nd place with the Tigers and Sirens of the Monument Conference. Our Widows are cruising to victory. Can they finish the job? Now De La Cruz steps in, 3 for 4 on the day for her. She has definitely redeemed herself in this one game of a slow start, and that smash to short. Willis diving stop, throw to first in time. Round number 1. Now Jackie Brooks steps in. We'll probably see her take a crack at it here. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Doug Sharp taking over on the mound for the Justice. That is hit slowly to second. Bennett go to first in time on number 2. Now Ling's turn, 1 for 3. Single and 2 walks for her. The first pitch to her, in there for a ball apparently. I thought it was a good pitch, but no. Ling liner into center over the head of Bennett, who made a diving attempt, couldn't make the play. Rolls to the wall, Ling gets a double. Now Sally Toma steps in, her first at-bat of the day. I think she's earned this at-bat. A lot of the bench for the Widows today have earned their playing time. The starters came in and did their job. Toma grounds out to end the inning. Now the Justice need 9 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Can they get it? They got 2, 3, and 4 due up. We'll see what they can do. Sam Adams steps in, 0 for 3 on the day, facing Jackie Brooks for the first time in the ball game. First pitch is a fastball, strike 1 at 96 on the radar gun. Second pitch, curveball, hit right to May at short, throw to first in time for the first down. 2 more to go. Angela Willis now 0 for 3. Average down to 118. First pitch from Brooks, curveball, strike 1. Second pitch is a fastball, looked at, strike 2. The changeup is strike 3. Fooled on that one is Willis, throwing the bat in frustration. 2 outs, final chance here is Todd Atkins for the Justice. He's hitless on the day. He would love to get one here and keep the game going just a tad longer. First pitch is a ball. Missing outside is the fastball. Second pitch. Fastball hit out into right. Toma there for the final out. And the Widows extend their win streak. Now it's at 4 games in a row. This one will tie them with the Monarchs for first place in the Valiant. And they've come a long way. Starting out struggling this year. There's still plenty of time left to go, of course. Still now 3 games left in the regular season with this game in the books. Widows offense though on fire. 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. They had 6 walks, 3 of them coming from Crush Gonzalez again. And for pitching, Dawnesha Moss pitched really well. She went 7 2/3, gave up 1 run on 5 hits, struck out 3. She gets her second win of the year, and Brooks comes in and finishes things out, going 1/3 inning of work here. Fatima de la Cruz, Rose Davenport, and Dawnesha Moss are the 3 stars of the game. So there's 4 games left in the regular season for our Widows. Next up, we'll see a battle of the aces as Serena Slider faces Ruru Fujimoto, as the Widows will welcome the Sirens to town for a quick 1-game home trip. They'll go on the road to play the Pythons in the desert. We'll see Vicky Ivanova and Nova Pena on the mound in that game. And scheduled last 2 games against the Dragons and Tigers are home games. Dragons is a conference game. Tigers is a cross-conference game. And Audrey Messier and Dawnesha Moss scheduled starters for that one. Hopefully, Sally will be able to come back and pitch the final game of the regular season. But we'll see how that goes. Look at the standings here before we go. Just a quick look here. As you see, Widows and Monarchs tied for first now, 11-9. Just at 10-10. Dragons at 9-10 in that wild card spot. In the Monument, though, Nightmare are in first place at 12-7. SWORDFISH at 12-8. Sirens and Tigers both tied at 11-8. The Blurs, who made the playoffs last year, might miss it this year, but they're so close. They're a half game back. Plenty of time still. We'll see what happens. But alright, you guys, that's going to do it for me for the video. I appreciate you all watching and listening as always. Thank you very much. If you're new here, or if you just want to continue to support, do me a favor and do a couple things. Like the video, share if you share cool stuff, subscribe if you would like, and you can leave a comment as well. Let me know how you liked it, how things are going, what you think about the series, that kind of stuff, anything you want to see from this going forward. And until next time, you guys, you know what to do. Also, follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Be sure to do that as well. And for real this time. I was just terrible. For real this time, you guys. Keep on shining and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.